What's the deal with gingivitis? Well, it's inflammation of your gum tissue. Why is it inflamed? It's inflamed because you have bacteria building up between your gum tissue and your teeth. How did it get there? Well, more than likely you didn't do a phenomenal job at home cleaning it. And generally when we talk about this, it's about flossing. When you brush your teeth, you're really hitting only the flat surfaces on the back and on the fronts of your teeth. But actually the more important areas is actually in between your teeth. That's generally where flossing goes. So now we're in the situation, you got gingivitis. You weren't aware of it because most people don't know they have gingivitis. It's silent. You don't feel it, you don't notice it. Since you're not flossing, your gum tissue won't bleed. So bleeding is the number one way for us to know that you have gingivitis. So if you're not aware of it, then you're not aware of it. But until you come here, we take a look at it, gum tissue is swollen, it's bleeding, that's not a good situation. And that's not a good situation because gingivitis is the preamble to a bigger disease process known as gum disease. All diseases have a preamble state known as the pre-state, whether you have pre-diabetes, pre-heart disease, pre-hypertension, pre-cancer. I could go on forever. But the important part is to recognize this situation and treat it rapidly so you don't end up in the full chronic disease process known as gum disease. All right. So now we know what's going on. We see that the plaque is building up. It starts below the gum line. That's the other problem. You don't really see it. So you got plaque in your mouth, which is okay, but once that plaque turns into calcified tartar itself is basically a bacteria hotel. But how does it actually stick to your teeth? Your teeth are not solid masses, and this is very important to understand. Your teeth are basically like coral. They have billions of holes known as porosities. It's within these porosities that the bacteria first start within, and then from the base of the porosity, it builds out. Once it comes out, then plaque sticks to it and then starts building itself into what we call the bacteria hotel of tartar. Now, to treat this issue, obviously cleaning, understanding proper hygiene protocols, brushing, flossing, making sure you're using the right techniques and tools at home. But that's not it. We go one further because remember, the porosities, that's where it started. So we have to find a way of getting inside those porosities. A toothbrush is not going to do it. Floss is not going to do it. A regular cleaning is not going to do it. There's only one thing that can make it into those porosities is something called laser therapy. Laser energy will actually go about 400 microns into the porosities. This is what your enamel looks like under a microscope. There's holes everywhere. And inside those holes are the bacteria. So when we do a regular cleaning, we're just kind of brushing it, but all the bacteria inside the hole. So then we take my little laser over here, painlessly sort of go around each tooth, and the energy from the laser goes into the holes over here. It kills all the bacteria that's causing the problem. And then utilizing our education, proper cleaning techniques, the problem should never go back to this. And that's how we treat gingivitis in our office.